Alright, greetings of peace, folks. Welcome to episode 47 of my gameplay commentary of Final Fantasy 16. This is yours truly, Bionicanseng Francis Coleman.
It was all
Alright,
they could do to escape.
we're going to. We're going to more. Ambrosia, get the heck out of here. I smell trouble.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Should I prime?
No.
Save your strength. Nice try.
Don't tell me that's it. We need to find the source.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Oh.
Handsome and chivalrous.
And
Now,
cheesy.
if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Alright, but before that, we have to go someplace. Someplace where we can
Those things I said before.
the dragon's area.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
They'd have us believe things.
I got peppers to numb your tongue. I put fire in it.
Welcome, welcome. I'll be here if you need me.
We're not alone. Company.
Time to fight.
So where's that class S? Hmm? Okay, since we can't get to that particular hunt, maybe we'll just have to go back to the hideaway and save ourselves some time. But I guess the confidence level that I have right now in defeating enemies is really, really high, folks. And that's because
Still alive, are you?
I use in
Go on,
practice.
then. You'll not find a better price than that.
Did you see the pair that got pulled into time?
You have the town. Thanks for helping rid us of the trials, but we are neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of their line. Good Philip has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the goods come once again, calling, but I opt where the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulder. Just as I imagined, the weight might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you need to stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever as to the veil's doors. But that's not the thing that Clive wants to know what's open. I can't say that here. Alright, it's time to talk to Otto.
Did you see that? Tell me just...
Let's see whether some things will
We
what
sent
now?
Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northreach. Hopefully they can help maintain the peace. Or at least a semblance of it.
Yeah, it's
Cole
important.
told us everything that happened. It's a bit of a worry that both the Republican and Imperial armies are in disarray. But it was good to hear that the people stood their ground.
Was wondering when you turn up.
What now?
Hails from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment? Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm? Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So... Right. Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake. Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements.
Yeah, but you,
But you,
yeah,
Clive,
carried a lot.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
his mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav.
Oh, come on.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Well, now there are a lot of side quests. And again, as I've said before we go to the main story, we have to go and look at the side quests. So we may have.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Tyre's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
What will it be today? Allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive.
The imbalance. Have I already gotten to do Tabor? I don't think so, right? Randala, okay. Boklad, alright. Or Zirna. The Dalmi Inn.
Thus ends today's lesson.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
Yeah, what the heck is that supposed to mean? A team of curse breakers traveled through Tabor to the fields of Koraba were met by a group of hunters from the village who warned them not to stray too far from the main road, for in a gully not just a pack of wolves, not even practiced hunters, as they will not dare to wake, despite the fond lust or animal pelts to many friends. So Joshua will, I think, oh, come on. Alright, episode 47 is being brought to you by my YouTube channel, Bionicanseng.
Shipment in since the skies started boiling. A few more days without a visit and we'll have to start eating the blankets.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Well, these are needed in order to get all the accolades.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. You wish to study the tomes?
The underworld is being paid much of the gentleman. Ultima requires a vessel which and Clive's curious ability to observe the powers of other icons suggests that it's the very mythos that Ultima has long awaited. He wills Clive to observe the other icons that his vessel might be perfected. That's right, mythos. The name by which Ultima addresses Clive. It appears to be his title for the vessel for limitless power that he means to make the young Lord Marquis. The being identifies Clive as the mythos he has long sought by virtue of waking as the dominant of Ifrit and having the power to absorb the ether of other icons. Yeah. Primogenesis, a spell cast by Ultima that has a rolling path all over Ballistea, the unbalance in the ether that resulted not only sapped the potency of crystals and magic in those lands that remained livable, but filled the rest not only with slow draws but with ether floods, turning men in breath. Philip. Conrad. First is Oscar. Yep, Oscar. Yeah, he really looks like a Rodney Murdoch. Yeah, so I think the Black Shield is no more, considering that the uh, the uh, the wife of the Emperor, the Empress, has already died or killed herself. Now, the only thing that I really want to ask is that, considering that the only Mother Crystal left is in the realm of Odin, why would he go out of his kingdom of Walud? Well, at least Phoenix is not suicidal, and that he's saying that they need to kill Ultima because before he his life is forfeited by the power of Ultima. Many of the municipal crystal that fires forges field wells began to fail. In certain areas, even those rations are that the people relied as they're making life unlivable. The Blood Axis. A band of cell swords with the protection of Martha's Rest. The Holy Empire of Sunbreak. Well, I'm just trying to review this. The Town Guard. Good. The League Merchants. Lord Under... Lord Underhill. The Kingdom of Walud. The sole surviving nation in Ash, Walud has its capital at Stonehere, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine. It is ruled over by Barnabas Tarmir, dominant of Odin and warden of Darkness Wood. It transform an alliance with this mysterious building.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Seems the hideaway's lost its...
Alright, there are two other side quests. I want to deal with this side quest now before I move to...
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
reckon we should do? I say we should just...
Sid! Out of your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way I see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Inspect the deconstructed scales.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You should have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Wow.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's heirs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, heirs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Yeah, why didn't you get, the cogwheel?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Well, these are just talking side quests, but we'll get it. We'll take it. All right, so let's change the music here.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Blast it!
Excuse me, folks. Sorry about that. A humble request. Master Clive. I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances has forced me to seek immediate aid, and there's none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with the task most vexing And I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectation, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend the needs of a man or to the attending of bandits in back alley, I am sorely ill-equipped. Please issue, my lord. Where you come to see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Alright, it appears that we need to go first to that story before we can go to that side quest, but let's talk uh, to the other people here
Oh,
in the...
that blasted book! Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword.
What
You
sword?
remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favorites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe
Skyworm.
seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Oh.
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Seems the hideaway has lost its...
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern. Their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life. In which regard, fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Alright, we're just trying to talk to some of the quest givers here. And then, how many minutes do we? Okay, we only have 12 minutes for this episode. So, that's just the same, you know. We're just gonna do episode 49. Or, yeah, 48.
What am I gonna do? Oh. But no more.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding. Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade, then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
No, that's a
Just
tongue lashing.
Asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Clive
I
has a
spoke
time
with Lady
lasting.
Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Oh, so this... So this quest's not finished, huh? Alright, so there are 3 side quests that can be... that are given to us. However, I will also just try to get the yeah, I will get some the hunt, that class S hunt, especially that we have Joshua, Jill, Torgal on our side. That will be really good and cool. Alright, we're near the end of episode 47, folks. So, let's just enjoy the episode, and let's just try to talk to some of the residents here in the hideaway. Okay, some of them are not talking.
Otto said you were in the Dominion when it fell. You weren't why it fell, were you?
I wonder...
To the gardens. Too many more days of this and it won't matter how clear our water is or how rich our soil. Without the sun, everything will die.
I'll tell that to the...
We'll get through this, Martel. I promise.
Our toil, our sacrifice, will all be for naught if the sun is lost to us.
Round and round the city clock, the wyvern chased the eagle. The birdie stopped to catch his breath, down came the eagle.
Alright, folks, so I think that's enough for you know, we got 3 episodes that was recorded here in July 12.
You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered every single one of us.
How do you suppose they'll manage that? You ever seen one of the blue bastards swim?
Yeah, that's a fair point. What are the I can't seem to compare the Akashi's here for some in the final. Maybe in the Final Fantasy 13 when the Lassie became fiends already.
After Drake's head, I was beginning to wonder if you'd lost interest in Sid's grand scheme. But here we are. Another crystal cracked, another nation in disarray. You wear the mantle of outlaw well.
We've received word that the displacement stacks have arrived safely in Canva. The rest is up to Mid.
All this fuss over a few dark clouds. You'd think the people here had never seen a storm before.
I don't think this is just a storm.
Leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Olympics gonna help us make. Just you wait, Sid. Just you wait.
All right, folks. So again, we're in the final minute of episode 47. So hopefully you've enjoyed the gameplay commentary so far, folks. And as I try to get the platinum trophy, I guess just like Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate, we might go to 100 more episodes. Okay, for a total of 100 more episodes. Okay. So kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, folks, and hit that notification bell. All right. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all, and stay safe out there, folks.
I pity those in the villages.
Damn right. They've been attacked non-stop.